look at this. Now, if y'all like candied carrots, candied sweet potatoes, candied butternut squash, let me tell you.
Low carb.
No sugar.
No sugar.
No sugar at all. No sugar added. Well, the sugar in the carrots, but 20 minutes here on top of the stove. So delicious. Now, this is my pork loin that I made in my air fryer. Already seasoned. It's a Smithfield. It's still bubbling, so I'm not going to cut it right now. But let me tell you something. Y'all, pull you up a chair, sit down at my table, and watch me make these. We're fixing to do it, and I'm telling you, this right here was done in 45 minutes.
Healthy food and fun in the kitchen with Grandma Rose.
Good morning. It's Saturday morning, y'all. I'm sorry we didn't do air fryer Friday yesterday, but I'm going to do something today, and I'm going to do it in the air fryer. So just pretend like it's Friday, okay? Pretend like it was air fryer Friday. So I told y'all that we were going to be doing some main dishes, some casseroles, some salads, and things for Easter. Well, this is another one, and I'm telling you, we had, Kale was here yesterday, and Mike came over and ate, and I made a pork loin. I'll show them in a minute, baby.
Okay.
I made a pork loin in the air fryer, and so I had bought these. As you can see, I got these at 50% off. I only paid $3.25. Now this is a Smithfield Applewood smoked bacon, dry rub with seasonings, fresh pork loin fillet.
You are kidding me.
No, I only paid $3 and something, and this is 23 ounces, which is almost, well, it's 23 ounces.
Can you say that 3 times fast?
No, almost a pound and a half.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to do this in the air fryer. Now, I'm going to do it in my little, come right here, baby.
Okay.
In my little oven top air fryer. Now, this is the rack that goes in it, and this is the tray that fits underneath it. So anything that goes through this little mesh basket here will fall in this tray. Well, today I'm taking my tray out. I'm going to put it in my basket, put it back in, and I'm going to cook my pork loin in that, in my little tray here.
Is there anything you won't try?
No. But for easy cleanup, I'm putting some oil on it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't yesterday, and it wasn't hard to clean. I just like to keep my little tray as clean as I can without getting too much of that baked on grease. Okay. All right. So all you have to do to this pork loin, and I've already got it cut, is to take it out. It has a few juices in it. Now I'm going to turn it over because you see all that? That's bacon. It has all this bacon on it. Look at that.
That looks good.
Yeah, it was already seasoned and everything. And the one I did yesterday, I put nothing on it, and it was so good.
And her company ate it totally up.
I'm telling you, the whole thing yesterday. So I'm gonna spread this bacon out a little bit, because now it doesn't give you instructions for an air fryer. It only gives you cooking instructions for the oven, and it says 375 in the oven until the temperature reaches 145 up to 160. I like mine 165. That's just the way I am. I want to make sure it's well done. I'm going to put it in my air fryer. I'm going to turn it on. It's already on air fry. Now, this air fryer does not have a, let me move that off the burner, does not have a temperature. It's automatically 400 degrees. Now, if I needed something that I need to cook on 375, I would use my other air fryer over there, my little Ninja. But this one, 400 was perfect for it yesterday, and it cooked about 25 minutes. So I'm going to...
And it was beautiful.
Oh, it was beautiful. So right now, I'm going to put it on 20 minutes on air fry, and it's on 400 degrees. If yours has a temperature control for your air fryer, then you can put it on 375, 380, you know. But because that's what it called for in the oven. But mine does not, and the 400 degrees just got it really pretty and beautifully brown, and oh, so good. Now, this, I've got 2 tablespoons of butter in my dish. We are going to make some easy candied carrots for Easter. You can use, and I've got a butternut squash out here. You can use a butternut squash. You can use sweet potato if you don't prefer the carrots. So you just cut these up in cubes, cut your sweet potato up in cubes. You can mix these if you want to, because these cook about the same amount of time. So I was just giving you a couple of alternatives that you could use to carrots.
And the butternut squash is only a glycemic load of 3.
Yes.
If you didn't know that, butternut squash is really good.
All right. Now my carrots, I washed these yesterday. I took them out of the bag, washed them, and put them back in a Ziploc bag. And this is about a little over a pound of carrots. So I had 2 tablespoons of butter in my pan here, and I'm just going to do these on top of the stove. And some of these big ones I'm going to cut in half, because baby carrots, sometimes you get little old beauty ones, and sometimes you get a little bigger one. So when that happens, I just try to cut those bigger ones in half, and that way they cook at all the same amount of time. Okay? All right, there's one, but I think it's hot. I'll just leave it. Now, y'all have asked me before what kind of stevia I use. Well, and would I please show y'all? Well, I'm going to do that this morning after I get my ingredients in my carrots. Okay, I'm going to put a 4th cup. Now this is brown monk fruit right here. I think it may be called golden, but it's brown. And this one, if you look at it, it looks almost just like. Now this may be swerve. It's either monk fruit or swerve. It looks just like brown sugar. So that is a 4th cup of brown sugar. Now I had 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm probably going to add a little bit more butter to this. Okay. Now, this is my sugar-free maple praline syrup. If you don't like, I've had some say we don't like the maple flavor. Well, they have this in the regular sugar-free syrup, not maple flavored. We just love maple. And the praline is thicker than the regular, what I would call sugar-free pancake syrup. So I'm going to put a 4th cup of that in my carrots. And I'm going to let these cook. That's all I'm going to put in them right now. In about 10, it's going to take them probably 20 minutes. But in about 10 minutes, I'll taste of them. And if they're not as sweet as I want, they will be, though, I can tell you, because I got a 4th cup of my brown sweetener and a 4th cup of my maple praline. So I'm just going to put the lid on these. This is simple, y'all. These are 2 simple, easy recipes that you can make.
Low glycemic load.
And yeah. Now, I have vanilla flavoring, or vanilla extract, pure vanilla that my granddaughter Hannah made me in May of 23, so it's been almost 2 years, and oh, it's so good. And I have some, because Roy loves maple, not only am I going to use some of the maple praline syrup, I'm going to put a little bit of this maple emulsion. Now, emulsion is like a flavoring, extract is just thicker, and it takes a lot less than it does of your regular maple extract. But we're going to do that after it cooks. I've got it on medium high, and we're just going to let it cook. When it gets to cooking really well, probably I'll turn it down to about 5 or 6. Now, let me get this out of the way. Y'all have been wanting to know the sweeteners that I use, okay? I use this one sometimes. This is dark brown. It's like dark brown sugar. It's called Splenda 0 Calorie Magic Baker Brown. And the ingredients in it is erythritol, allulose, molasses, stevia extract. So it does have stevia in it, but it also has allulose, erythritol, and molasses. But it has no added sugar. Okay? So then this is pure stevia right here.
Warning.
Warning, yes, pure stevia. The sweetness of 1 scoop of this powder is equivalent to 200 scoops of white sugar. So if you use this, all that's in it is stevia extract powder. That's all organic. This one is organic. So I ordered these from Amazon, and this one came from Amazon too. I get this one at Walmart. Okay, this is GMO free, sugar free, natural sweetener, stevia extract. It is very potent. It's like in a gallon of tea, I'll use a little over a half a teaspoon, where I would use, if I'm making tea for the family, I use 2 cups of sugar, real sugar.
Just start out slow and experiment, right?
Yes.
That's what you had to do, wasn't it?
That's what I had to do, because I didn't know how to use it, and I still don't use it in cooking. Now, sometimes I will use it in something like this, where I can I pretty much know about how much it's going to take. But if I was baking with it or something, I would really have to experiment with it. So, all right, my carrots are cooking good. I'm going to turn them down to 4.
On a glass of drink or a cup of coffee, it's almost what you'd put on a toothpick.
Well, a little bit more,
2, 3 toothpicks.
an 8, maybe less than an 1/8 of it, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Maybe less than an 1/8 of a teaspoon, yes. All right, now, this is Sweet Leaf Sweet Drops Stevia Clear. Now, this is a liquid, and I do it by the drop. I put this like when I do fresh fruit or something like that, then I will use this, and it only takes just a few drops. And I was going to read you the ingredients. That's too little. I can't read that. But anyway, it says serving size 5 drops, but it's according to how much you got. Because this is the pure
Liquid.
I'm thinking. So, yeah, this is the pure stevia sweetener. This is the pure liquid. So, I use this sometimes. Then, this one is the one I use in bacon sometimes. And y'all see me use it in different recipes. It is the no-calorie stevia made with stevia extract, but it also has erythritol in it. So, I get this one at Walmart. I order these from Amazon. Okay, I don't have the package for this one, because when I get these in, sometimes like I just happen to have this extra bag in the pantry, but I'll transfer it to a airtight container. It's just easier for me to use. This one, that's the reason I can't tell you whether this is swerve or monk fruit, is because I usually put it in my little containers here and keep them over there on the counter. It's just easy for me. These I don't use Yes, I do. I have a little. Now, let me show you. This one. All right, this is what I use for my tea. I take it out of this bag, not this one, because this is the pure. I take it out of this bag, put it in here, and I have a little teaspoon. This is a half of a teaspoon. Yeah. Put it in here, and this is what I use for my tea. I'll put about that much, a little over a half a teaspoon per gallon. Yep. So that way I don't have to keep all these in my cabinets. I can put them in something that doesn't take up as much space, and that's easy for me. So, all right, let's check on our carrots. I'm gonna leave the lid on them until they start getting tender, and then I'm going to take the lid off. And what have they been on, 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, they're beginning to get a little bit tender when I stick the knife in them.
Yep.
So I'm going to leave the lid off now, and I'm going to let some of this water, some of this juice, it's not water because we didn't put any water in it. This juice kind of cook down. I want them kind of caramelized or caramelized, ever how you say it. Then I'm going to put some vanilla extract, and I may put a little bit of this maple. We'll see how much maple flavor they have, but these should take probably 5 or 6 minutes to cook down like I want them to. And our loin, pork loin fillet, that's what it was called. I call it tenderloin, but it had pork loin fillet on it. So, all right, we'll be back as soon as I start to put the extract in my carrots, and it's still going to take about probably 15-20 minutes, well, until the temperature reaches 165. It was cold. I had just taken it out of the refrigerator. If you don't want it to take as long, this is a little tip. Take it out, let it get like room temperature, and it won't take it as long to cook. Because when you take it straight out of the refrigerator, it's cold. That heat has to heat it up through and through, and then before it starts cooking. So, all right, we'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, Grandmama.
All right, y'all, these are tender, as tender as I want them. All right, and you see that it's beginning to caramelize in there. I'm going to put a half teaspoon of, well, a little bit more than half.
I would say a teaspoon.
Well, we love vanilla. Okay, that was vanilla. All right, I'm going to taste these and see if I think they have enough sweetener in them or if they have enough maple flavoring. I'm almost sure they will, though. Let me get a little fork. And taste. I'll just get one of these little ones. It's gonna be hot. Oh my goodness. Y'all, that was perfect. Now they're still a little al dente. That's the way we like them.
That's the way I like them.
We don't like them mushy, and we like them to have just a little texture to them. Perfect. I'm not going to put any more of my maple emulsion in them. They have plenty of maple flavor. All right. Look down in here, baby. I want to show them this juice. Y'all see that? All right. I'm going to cook that for about probably 3 or 4 more minutes until it cooks down a little bit more. And it just kind of caramelizes all these carrots.
Makes a glaze.
Makes a glaze. Very good, honey. Makes a glaze.
I'm learning.
Over these carrots. Now, I want to show y'all mine. This cooked 20 minutes. I turned it off. Well, John Brown. Okay, just stay right there, baby.
Okay.
I got to get mine.
I'll watch the carrots.
Okay.
We're watching the glaze dry out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to turn this off for a second. I want to show y'all what it looks like.
I want y'all to look at
And
this.
we're going to do the temperature.
Look
Y'all look. Look at that.
at that.
All right, we're going to do the internal temperature. Oh, it sticks. Very tender. All right, it's on 115, 14. All right, let's go down here. That's 124, 125. All right, now, when it gets this hot, it doesn't take very long
At
for it to
400.
finish cooking. Right, at 400 degrees. So, I set it for 10 more minutes. I think it'll take about, so that'll be what, about 30 minutes in the air fryer? And your pork loin is done. All right. Now, you want to look in here, honey, so they can see you see how that's beginning to caramelize?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These got about probably 2 or 3 more minutes, and then we're going to take them up. I want enough glaze left in there that I can pour over these carrots.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at this point, if you don't watch it, your glaze will get too syrupy, too thick. And so at this point, you have to watch it pretty close. And it can burn. After I cooked them and they got kind of tender, then I turned them back up to 7 because they had all that juice in them. And I wanted that juice to cook out, and I wanted all that syrup and that brown sweetener to
But you
caramelize.
can't really walk away with that hot temperature.
No, you just have to keep an eye on the last 10 minutes on these. Okay. All right, this is it. You
All
see
right,
it?
I'm curious.
All right, get down in here, baby. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want right there. So we're going to turn them off. I'm going to let them cool down. No, I'm going to go ahead and put them in my... All right. Now, you want a pretty table setting. You want a pretty dish for
Your pretty carrots.
your pretty carrots. That's right. And this is my china right here. And so, whoo, that's hot. Just give me a second. Come to my refrigerator, baby. Y'all see these? Promise Rain, my granddaughter, she's 14. She bought this for me. She went on a little trip. And then she bought this back for me. And Winnie and Addie made, Winnie made this one, Addie made this one. I love them. I keep them displayed on my refrigerator. I need to use them, but I don't want to mess them up. So I do use them sometimes if I'm just picking up something and don't have something like this sticky, and I do use them sometimes. All right, yeah, come around, baby. Look at all that. Ooh, look at all that syrup. And y'all,
Now this is good carrot.
you talk
Low
about
carb load.
Ooh.
You'd have to eat a whole plate full of carrots to affect your
Y'all look at
glycemic
that.
load.
Now, you talk about good.
That's beautiful.
Now, to have that on your Easter table, look at that. This recipe is so easily doubled or tripled. I mean, just, it's nothing to it. Just very few ingredients, just absolutely delicious.
Would you ever sprinkle some pecans over the top?
You could sprinkle pecans over the top. And another thing, Roy said, he bought me some of this the other day, because sometimes I like things in my coffee. I mean, flavors in my coffee. And this is 0 sugar. And you could put some of this in it. If you don't want to put the maple syrup, or you don't want to put the praline, you can use some of this in it.
It's delicious to me.
It's very good.
It's very caramel
So,
tasting.
those of you who like flavors in your coffee probably are already familiar with that. I don't do that every day. A lot of times I just use heavy cream, but
I bet nobody's thought of using it in their carrots.
no, or sweet potatoes, or
Right.
as a flavoring, like vanilla flavor.
Right.
So, okay, this is our carrots. Our pork loin's gonna be ready in just a few minutes, so we will.
Boy.
We'll be back with y'all.
Those need eating, Rose.
I know. We're gonna give y'all a taste test when we get back. Okay, y'all. Now, because my air fryer does not have a temperature control, I'm gonna pull it out, and as y'all can see, it's perfect for me and Roy. We love it like that.
Oh, yeah.
We love it that brown. I put mine on bake on 350 for 10 minutes because the temperature was already at like 150. So, and I wanted mine 165. So, I turned it off of air fryer, put it on bake. Y'all look at that.
And that's because air fryer is a constant temperature of
400 degrees. Now, a lot of y'all that have one like mine, you can control the temperature, but I cannot on mine.
Wow, Grandma Rose.
I know, isn't that beautiful? And this is bacon. All that crispy is bacon. Now, I'm gonna let this sit here. Now, let me tell you, this end is 160, this end is 168. So I just did a happy medium because it's gonna sit here and it'll get on up to 165. So, but they say 145 with pork is good, but I just like it a little bit hotter than that. We're gonna let this sit here for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna cut it for y'all, show you what the inside looks like. I'm gonna cut through the center of this just to show y'all. Ooh, look at there. It cuts so tender. Oh my, look at that.
Wow.
Look, some of that syrup, some of that caramelized syrup from those carrots ran down in it. Oh my goodness, y'all.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Rosemary.
Wow.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Woo! Now, look at that. Now you can't even tell it's been cut. Y'all, oh my goodness. Y'all know I got a taste of it for you. I want a little taste of that. Look how tender. Oh, good gracious. That is so tender. I want a carrot with it. Y'all. That bacon is so crunchy. Y'all. Let me tell you.
Easter display. Look at that.
Easter, now, I'm telling you, this is so good. Now, if you can't find one of these that's got seasoning already on it, you can season it yourself. Whatever seasoning you want to put on yours, you can put a crushed bacon on it like this is. I swallowed wrong, excuse me. You can, but I just wanted to show you how you could do it. You season it, you marinate yours the way you want to, but I wanted to show you how easy it is in the air fryer. Now, if this is a beautiful, beautiful display for Easter, I gotta have another carrot.
Grandma, if I had to choose between this dish and you, I'm afraid I might make a bad choice.
And all that that syrup that I poured over the top of that, no sugar added, and it just magnified that flavor. So, okay, make you some pork loin and some carrots, candied carrots for Easter. Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Put deliciousness back in your healthy food. See you
Subscribe.
later. Please subscribe to my channel. Share this video and hit that little notification bell.
Healthy food and fun in the kitchen. Caramelized carrot syrup is going to be